Look, YouTube, this is on the 1943 Tula sniper grade rifle. You may be able to see the letter C right there at the tip of the arrow, of the point of the star, right about right here. And then you see the Cyrillic letter N, which almost looks like an H. I do apologize, this weapon has not been cleaned. The arrow in the star is not complete. It's very, very faint. This is a 1943 model from the Tula arsenal. The reason this makes this weapon is classified as sniper grade is because of the letters, the C and the N, which is actually SN for indicating that it is a sniper proven weapon. Now this rifle here is not a sniper rifle per se because it does not have the actual cutouts. But this weapon was acquired through Republic Arms. They obtained it from a private collection as a hand select of a hand select. And this is an all matching parts Tula. And this has not been cleaned. But it is a very nice weapon. You can still see it still has the cosmoline and some of the signs there of it. But the weapon itself is considered sniper grade because during the time of production, what they would do is they would take these weapons, and if they came off the assembly line per se, and essentially what they would do is fire 3 rounds at 100 yards. If the target was hit, which was actually 1 inch in diameter, okay, they actually used the inch standard, which if 3 rounds hit, it was considered sniper grade. It's not match grade like they do in the Western society, where they refer to as something very precise or very accurate as precision grade. This is an example. This is a quarter, a US quarter, which is actually 1 inch in diameter, or 25.4 centimeters in the metric system. However, they did not use the metric standard when it came to the shooting aspect of it to determine quality control. If a weapon actually did make sniper grade, as we see here in this stampings, in this cartouche of the receiver, then it was indicated that this was eligible to be used by snipers, and that's how that was determined. Now, if a rifle did not match 3 shots consistently in the 1 inch diameter, then it was considered a standard grade rifle eligible for military use. Now you have to remember, these weapons were originally designed for standoff distances, which they still had the revolutionary type of tactics where you shot at distances of 300 yards or more. And for that reason, these rifles are now calibrated, because the rifle was always meant to use a bayonet. Now this was indeed shipped with the kit as usual, cosmoline laden and all, so you get the cleaning pouch, the sling, oiler bottle, and the ammo kit here. But overall, it's one of those things that unfortunately happens when you get, the milsurp. But the weapon was meant to be shot with the bayonet. That's why if you look at the footage, a lot of these weapons are always carried with the bayonet. And that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. Now, these weapons also have niches cut out in the front to actually help determine how it's supposed to be correctly aligned. As you can see, the grooves here, right below the sight post, try to get this into a better aligned position, is designed for that. So a lot of people wonder, well, what exactly are the notches there for? Well, they're actually there for that purpose, to correctly align, because of when you shoot the weapon with the bayonet, it is going to be accurized again. You could take the globe off, you can put the bayonet on, you can take it off, and so on, and you'll always go back into alignment. Now, some people will take the sight globe and take the sight post off and put a taller one so they can do shooting up to 100 yards or so. But that's just, of course, a matter of preferences. Now, up until about the 1950s, a lot of these weapons, actually all the Soviet weapons, were in 7.62, or basically 308, for those that are not familiar with that. So that's why some of these weapons are in 308, or 311 is the diameter of the bore. But one thing that I found out, because it is a 3-line rifle, The 3 lines being the old system that the Soviets used to use when this weapon was first designed in 1891, was essentially a 30 caliber weapon, hence the 3-line rifle. Now, when they started to mass produce these weapons, their evolution was very, very slow. It wasn't until about 1954 that they started looking at a different caliber when you had the introduction of the Makarov. But up until then, in the 1800s and at the turn of the century, basically they made use of all the material. So if you had a barrel that did not even make military grade, then that barrel was then melted down, or cut down for that matter, to form the barrels for the Nagant revolver as well as the Tula 33, because again, they still shoot 7.62. Okay, and of course the Tokarev shoots 7.62 by 25, and the Nagant revolver shoots 7.62 by 38R. But everything else was shooting 7.62. Mosin's being the primary weapon. Then you had the Maxim machine gun that was also using that, and several other submachine guns and machine guns eventually used, like the Papa Shah and the KP-44 and so on. So that was kind of a standard. The barrels were hand-me-downs from going first dedicated to these rifles down to the pistols and then to other things. But it just comes to show the testament of how robust these weapons are. But these symbols here, that's what makes these weapons a little bit more valuable. One, because they're made at Tula. And two, when you see these stamps, you'll see the C and the N, or people will interpret it as an N. Sometimes you'll see the C and the H, which is sniper tested. But that's just kind of gives you an insight what to look for. Now, of course, you still have the triangle with the arrow, which is Ishaf's arsenal. And those had different types of stampings, which I have yet to find one. But typically, again, the ultimate accuracy falls into the hands of the shooter. But something like this is something that's very unique, and I wanted to share this with everybody to have a better understanding of why some of these weapons are valued or regarded more highly than others. But in essence, you still have the quality of the Mosin Nagant production and how much this weapon has influenced a lot of the history. And of course, the 7.62x54 cartridge is still used today in the Dragunov rifle, the Dragunov sniper rifle, the Tiger paratrooper version of the Dragunov, the other support weapons that are used. But the 54R will be around for a long, long time to see. So I just wanted to share this, and I know this has been a long time coming, but I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you watching my channel. Thank you for the subscriptions, and I'll keep the videos going. Thank you, and have a great day.